Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Stellaris First Contact. So in today's episode we will be declaring war, or actually probably having war declared on us, and hopefully getting this territory conquered. Unfortunately, despite me increasing the rate, we have not found any pre-FTL civilizations, which is a real shame because again that's one of the main focuses of the expansion. I increased it by 2 times. And yet we still didn't find a single one. Now, given we didn't really explore that far out, because we are completely surrounded here. It's a very populated part of the galaxy. So we didn't really, unfortunately, get much explored here. So yeah, these guys are increasing their numbers, and once they get up to the 20, we'll send them over to the front. We could go ahead and send them now. I suppose they'll eventually get over there. They'll go this way. So we'll have them come over here. As you can see, they've already got their fleet of 1394. One of the benefits of them attacking us is that they'll have to fight our space stations as well. We do have an archaeological event pending. This is here at that ruined world. So once we found an entrance to the data center and forced passage through the wreckage, it was surprisingly easy to reactivate an interface with the computer systems. Self-repairing circuits and learning algorithms quickly came online to restore limited functionality and communicate with our own computers. The cause for this burst of activity quickly became clear. Rimok 5 was once the capital of machine empire known as the Omni Codex. Named for their driving purpose, the Omni were a hybrid of robots and cyborgs who had attempted to assimilate samples of all biological life in the galaxy in order to prevent their extinction in the face of an unknown galactic calamity. From the records which survive, we gather that this course of action was not popular amongst the other galactic powers of the era. The Omni were eventually defeated in a joint campaign conducted by several of these empires. Before their downfall, the Omni managed to sample a great deal of races, and much work was put into developing a device capable of recreating them if the need should ever arise. This device, the Omni Codex proper, is apparently stored somewhere nearby. Alright, so we'll continue searching. We'll get more artifacts, minor artifacts. Alright, so interesting event chain we found here. Alright, so these guys are going to sit here at Black Mountain for now, since we don't have anything else for them to do. And just getting prepped up for this conflict here. Alright, so another event here, a methane gas explosion. So a methane gas explosion has injured Science Officer Darmug and several of the crew. The blast set off when a malfunctioning drill overcharged the generators, which then caught fire. Before the fire could be contained, it ignited some residual methane gas and tore down a wall, revealing a secret system of chambers and tunnels. Our archaeologists believe they may have belonged to a person of means and note, as they are filled to the brim with precious minerals and artifacts. So we got 1,000 minerals. Alright, so that's helpful. Oh nice, we also got 100, I think those are the crystals. But Darmug has been maimed, so his lifespan has been decreased, unfortunately. Also, we found 100 minor artifacts. Alright, well that's useful. But yeah, unfortunately it did maim our scientist, so he's not going to live as long now. So yeah, we have a lot of minor artifacts now, so we could sell these for more energy. Not really something that we need right now. We can instead get influence. But this would be increasing xenophobe ethics attraction, which is fine. That's actually something we'd want to do. We could do the museum exhibits, which are planetary decisions. So you put the minor artifacts on public display to inspire our people, the wonders of the past. And obviously we can't do this one. This one's too expensive. So yeah, I think we'll do this one to get the influence, because we don't need energy right now. And of course, we always want our people to be more xenophobic. We did get increased survey speed. We don't have anything to survey right now, though. I feel like energy is really what we need. Energy production is quite low at the moment. So we're not getting the notification about them declaring war anymore, so we might actually have to declare war on them. I don't know, though. I still think you can see they're clearly building up for a conflict. Yeah. Since we're about to actually use our fleet it makes sense to get whatever bonuses we can. I was looking at different defense platforms that we were going to build. There's a bunch of different ones I'd like to get, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. I don't think it's really necessary in this conflict. Honestly, I think this shouldn't be too difficult of a conflict. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have here. There's nothing else to upgrade at the moment. But yeah, we can go ahead and save our scrap sloops and then upgrade the fleet. We'd want them to upgrade as well before they leave. Again, it's not a huge bonus to the fleet power. It's barely going to help it, honestly. So we can increase the fleet command limit so we can have larger fleets and also increase admiral level cap. But I think this would be more useful, the ship fire rate. I think it would be more useful for us right now. So let's go to get that. And so you can see that our fleet is definitely more powerful than theirs are, with the 1.6 thousand strength here.
Our ships have been made superior.
And unfortunately, they did rival us. Okay, I'm trying not to be at conflict with them. Now, we do have our space station here, so let's go ahead and put some gun batteries there. I don't think there's anything else we'd need them to do. Yeah, not right now. So let's just put the gun batteries on here just in case they attack us over here. We might also want to eventually put some defensive platforms over here, but I still got to construct those. That hasn't been done yet, but we can go in and get these bonuses. Just in case they attack us while we're at war on the other side of our empire with all of our ships. Still trying to build this fleet up, so until we get both fleets fully built out. Darmok died. I think it has a lot to do with his injury. So now we need to get him another leader. Speaking of leaders, we also need a leader for that other fleet. So as far as our choices here, probably the resilient guy, 49 years old. And then we're going to want... I don't know if they stopped. I think they stopped. So we'll have to reassign them to excavate that site. Alright, excellent. Trying to get that finished so I can colonize this planet here. So almost up to full strength here. Let's go ahead and get another admiral. So ship weapons range, that's always helpful. I really feel like unyielding is what our admirals would all be. He's got like the same face as our leader. But yeah, unyielding is just very fitting. So both our admirals will have that trait.
Our ships have been made superior.
We just need one more ship constructed here, guys. And then we'll be ready. As you see, they're still building up.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
I'm surprised they're even wanting to fight us, considering how much stronger we are to them. Let's get rid of some more of these blockers here. There's a tomb world here. Yeah, so we really need to get control of that. Our fleet is fully built up. So I think we're ready to declare war on them, guys. We're not going to wait for them to do so. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war. To conquer. Now, we do have other options for war goal. You know, this is our special one that we have for despoiling. War is waged to raid and plunder the enemy. Using this war goal, we'll plunder energy credits and minerals from the target. Using the war goal also grants us increased chance to steal relics. But yeah, we want to conquer them in this particular instance. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war on them and get this thing started here. So they already have their claims. Did they build a star base here? Not really, they still just have the base one. We should be alright attacking them. We could have sent both fleets there, but I'm okay with not doing so. We're just sending the one. Not entirely sure why. Maybe because it's not registering with us being at war yet. Yeah, we might need to let this go. There we go. Alright, so we'll send this fleet here and this fleet over here. Get this conflict started. And hopefully these should be good enough to get them defeated. We have more power. I don't know, because we'd have to stay away from the star base. So what we'd want to do is probably go right here and see if they'll attack us. Oh, they're actually coming to us. Well, that's interesting. Maybe we'll let them come to us then. It seems they decided to go down this way. Okay, so this is what we'll do. Let's have these guys chill out right here for now. We'll just go ahead and have them sit outside that starbase for now. Although we might be able to get them destroyed here. Okay, yeah, we should be able to attack these guys here. They have one escort. Oh, okay, I see. I thought they were escorting the army with just that one little ship. I was like, that's kind of silly. All right, so they have 21 ships, we have 20, but our ships are superior to theirs. So that means that these guys can go ahead and move over here then and get them attacked. So we'll be attacking that starbase there and then moving up here. And that's interesting. So they have declared them as their rival, despite the fact they share a rival. Us. Okay. Seems like that they would have been good friends. Alright, so we got our battle going on over here. And you see that they are attempting to get away, so we are winning this. But we have lost some ships of our own. We do have a special project here. Where is this located? Let's take a look. Oh, okay, so that one.
Situation log up.
Okay, so that was an anomaly we're doing, so we just need to get them researching that now. Let's come back to our battle. Not the most exciting when it's just Corvettes fighting each other, but still, it's always a nice light show here in Stellaris. Alright, so we won the battle. Looks like, did we destroy them all? It seems we destroyed all their ships. Okay, we only lost one of our own, so not bad at all. And our leader did level up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and have them, rather than attack over here, let's have them go back home and repair. We'll also reinforce them, because we have another fleet coming up that way. They'll be there soon. They shouldn't be very damaged either. 1.4 thousand strength against this 231 should be pretty easy for them to get this destroyed. Oh, I didn't get rid of that. So get them destroyed, and then they'll go up and attack that other space station. Once we take control of this, let's go ahead and just move straight on over there. And then this fleet can then come up this way. We did get better armor. And the destroyer tech is now available, so obviously that's the one we're going to get. Let's go ahead and upgrade our armor. We won't upgrade this fleet, but we will do this one because they're already there. So it makes sense. So let's go ahead and take a look at our ship design and get the new armor on there. There you go, beautiful. So we will upgrade them. And this one will have to wait to upgrade since they're already, they're busy. They've got things to do. So that'll make them a lot more powerful with that extra armor.
Attack run on enemy station.
Okay, so this is involving the, what do you call it, the precursors. So we found our first precursor artifact. Also got some engineering research. And so I believe the science ship doesn't have anything left to do, which means he could instead go ahead and take care of this other archaeological dig here. Alright, excellent. So we'll get that started. Make sure our planets don't need anything. We can get something built in here. How are we doing on food? Absolutely fine. So don't need to get anything there. Let's go ahead and get more energy. I know this is not the best planet for the energy, but it'll have to do. Alright, so we're getting this destroyed. And then we'll just keep on pushing forward. Not even gonna wait for our shields to recharge. Just Just gonna go straight over here and let's see if they've got a decent starbase. They do. Okay, so don't want to go after that just yet. Not with this fleet. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Instead, it would be wise for us to go ahead and upgrade them. And probably bring both fleets. Because, you know, any one of these fleets would win against that. But if they bring a fleet in there as well, then we could find ourselves having some issues. So let's go and have them advance this way to take over these systems. While these guys upgrade. And we'll bring both fleets in there. So if they do bring their fleet in, and then we have to fight both the starbase and the fleet, then we should be able to easily win that. Alright, so they're going to take this over for us.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And then we'll come into these two and grab those as well. Though they haven't actually taken that one. Okay, so we just need to get this one then. Oops, my bad. Alright, so now that they've gotten that taken over, it looks like they're still doing it. Yeah, they're still doing it. So let them finish that up. And you can see our current fleet strength is 1.8 thousand. So move over to the next system and get that grabbed up. Got those energy credits, that'll be helpful because we are now in the negative. So it's good that we got something building there on the shinies. I suppose we should get the better shields. We are using them even if they're not our main focus in our ship designs. So these guys are still upgrading. Should be about the same strength level because there's not any difference between these two fleets. Even their leaders, I guess one of their leaders is slightly better, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and have him come over here. And we'll attack from the two different directions here. And even though this ship's a little bit damaged here, they're not too bad, guys. Just gotta let that their shields get back up. But yeah, not much damage has been done to them. So what we can do is go ahead and have them move over here in preparation for the attack. And damn, the Rothic Alliance down here has also declared us as a rival. Hey, everybody wants to be rivals with us. I was trying to like keep somewhat friendly relations with somebody, but yeah, we have not been very effective in that. Alright, so let me see if the shields are restored. Looks like we're good to go. So let's go ahead and attack with both fleets. And we'll just have to fight the starbase as of right now. I'm not seeing... And let's just wait. Just in case. There we go. Just being a little cautious here. Just in case they bring another fleet in here. And one of our scientists leveled up. So I should be able to wipe these guys out pretty easily. Yeah, no troubles there. And this is also their armies that we're wiping out. We have not built any armies of our own, and so therefore we can't land there yet. We're going to need to do that. Okay, so we did find some pre-FTL civilization over here. So this is the fragmented nation states of Rifarian civilization. So let's figure out where these are at. Is this right here, this planet? No, that's one of their planets. It's right here. Okay, so they're in the machine age. And they probably have realized that we're in their system since we're fighting. Like, literally not that far away from their planet, or relatively not that far away. Obviously, this is a pretty big distance. But, yeah, they probably saw the light show above their planets. And so now they have contacted us. This is like a cat-like people who are authoritarian, militarist, and spiritualists. Okay, so we have three choices. Say hideous creatures. Is it the same option? Their awareness is set to 100, regardless. And we get the intel on them. Yeah, same option here. So I don't think it matters which one we say. So we'll just say this one here. Okay, so they're in the machine age, and this is a planet that we could potentially raid. If we wanted to take over their people. What I'm curious about is what traits they have. How useful are they going to be as slaves? So they're thrifty, so they get higher trade value from jobs. They're good at society research. Well, that's helpful. Our pops are not good at that. Their leaders live longer. They have lower habitability, though. Okay. Now, as for the people that we're fighting, let's find them on here, because I'd like to see what traits they have. So they like live in alpine planets. So they'd make great slaves. Look at them, they're agrarian. So they can work our farms for us. They're very nomadic, which means we can move them around as we need them. They are deviants, though. So they have lower attraction to the governing ethics. Okay, well that doesn't matter. Alright, so they're clearly going to be the better slaves. Well, these guys here, I feel like we're going to need to use them for research. I'm going to get those guys destroyed too. Alright, so what I'm thinking, we'll want to attack them here. This is their capital. But we need to seize control of that planet. So we need to get an army built first. So let's go ahead and do that. The closest planet would be Black Mountain. So we'll do it there. It's not that far from Orc Prime, but yeah, we'll do it here. They don't have any armies located here. We don't even have defensive armies. So let's go and get some assault armies built. I don't know how many we're going to need exactly for conquering them. Probably not many. Usually it's pretty easy if you just bombard them first. But we'll need these for other things. So we'll get 5 of them. 5 assault orc armies. Orc assault armies. So we'll get those constructed. Should have done that already, since we knew we were going to have to raid them. And then we need to get these guys destroyed.
Battle is joined.
Alright, so that's done. They took off. And I suppose we'll go after their home planet next before they can build up another fleet. Oh, we did get another tradition. So damage versus starbases would probably be the most useful right now. So we'll get that. So we'll attack their home system. And we did finish up that archaeological site as well. I'm assuming that's the one we've been working on for a while on the ruined world. The Omni Codex has been unearthed. This unique device contains the genetic sequence of every race that the Omni were able to sample, and can recreate them using only basic elements as raw materials. Unfortunately, it seems the Omni did not have time to perfect it before meeting their annihilation, so there's no means of selecting which of the many sampled races would be created in any given activation of the device. Alright, so we found the relic Omni Codex. Very interesting. So that's been completely finished. And so looking at this relic, I assume this means, because I haven't found this one, that we can just like create new pops. Yeah, spawn pops from an extinct species on one of your planets. And the passive effect is a gene modification point. Alright, well that's helpful. Yeah, that's really nice to have. Okay, this does cost Unity though, which we do not have available. Very interesting. So, potential slaves, guys. This would be just, it's like a slave creator. We don't even have to raid. So, yeah. This is perfect for our playthrough, I think. And then also we got the gene modification points as well. So, yeah, we could improve our own species. Now, obviously, we don't have the gene tailoring technology yet to be able to actually do this, but once we do, we're going to have 1 extra point. And plus that technology, I think, gives a point too. So yeah, we'll be able to make some improvements to our orc species. Alright, so our scientist is done here. So we need to have them scan this system here. These are already scanned.
Battle is joined.
Alright, so we've got the battle with their fleet. Our 2 fleets should easily wipe them out. Yeah, they ran when it only destroyed 1 of them. So now we need to get the station destroyed. And then we'll have to start bombarding the planets. So we'll have 1 fleet bombard this planet. Just make sure they're not too heavily damaged. There's a little bit of damage here, but I don't think they can really, present anything to cause us any problems here at this point. So it's going to take the more powerful one. And so when we bombard here, we'll have a couple different options. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's go and get this fleet coming back to this location. I thought we destroyed that guy. He came back. What is he doing? Yeah, oh, they must have reduced him. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Alright, so we've taken control of their home system here. I suppose what we could do is just take over the rest of the systems as well, and then deal with the planets. You take a look at the war exhaustion, pretty high at this point for them. But they would not be willing to give us our war goals, and that's largely because we have not occupied those planets yet. Another thing, we need to add more claims here, guys, for this system. Could also go after this system too. But I kind of want to keep them around for later. But taking their home system would be useful, because we have access to a lot of their population to enslave. So could go after that one as well. We'll see, guys. So what I'm going to do, let's change up what we're doing here. So we currently have them bombarding here. So when we look at the orbital bombardment, we can change this between the different options. So we can do selective, where we're only doing moderate damage to armies and planets, light damage to pops. We will not bombard undefended planets, and we will not kill the last 21 pops. Or we can do indiscriminate bombardment, and those rules would not apply outside of the fact that we would not kill the last 11 pops, so somebody still lives there. Or we can do the raiding. So this is where we abduct the pops. And that's what I think we're going to want to do here. We're raiders. We haven't done any raiding yet. Let's do that, guys. And I got the wrong ones. So let's go and attack them. We're going to switch this over to raiding. And then these guys are supposed to be coming over to here. And they're going to be doing... Nope, not there. This planet. And we'll have them do the selective bombing in this particular instance. We don't want to kill all our future workforce. Still building up this fleet. They probably don't even need that many, though. I'm going to take a guess they're not. Yeah, they have a garrison at 87. Once you bombard that down some, it's going to be pretty weak, and what we currently have would be fine, but we'll just let them finish building. It's fine. Gives us more time to raid them. We also finished up that, we didn't finish it, but we completed a stage of that archaeological dig. Just want to see how many people they have here. They have 40 population currently. Just seeing how well developed the planet is overall. Of course, they're being bombarded. It's Alpine world. 21 size. Okay. Let's go and take a look at this archaeological dig. It's Deja Vu dig. It appears that the passageway descending towards the underground chamber has suffered some mishap in the past. The cave-in has filled the lower part of the shaft with boulders and dust, in turn making the excavation venture slow and frustrating. Alright, so found some minor artifacts there. So keep on digging. Let me just make sure there's nothing for these guys to do. Then come over here. We eventually want to add that to our empire once we finish up this war. Yeah, we'll try and get that location taken over. And we'll also want to colonize the Tomb World here. So this planet, or excuse me, this system here is going to have 3 occupied planets. We'll have this one here. Then we'll have this one with the pre-FTL civilization. And then we'll have our own Tomb World occupied as well. So that'll be an interesting situation. Looks like we made contact with another species. Okay, but we haven't actually finished investigating them. I don't think we're going to do this. We'll just let them find us. And another archaeological site is site event is Here for us to read, while clearing away rubble and rocks, a peculiar discovery was made. An alien tool that most closely resembled a common pickaxe was found crushed between craggy rocks. If the mining technology retained by previous diggers was on par with that type of equipment, the previous digging of the shaft, a shaft hundreds of meters deep, shows a remarkable commitment. What is it in the depth that is worthy of such excursion? So we'll keep digging. Maybe we'll find out. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so war's going well, as expected. You know, they were pretty weak. I don't know why they thought they could defeat us now, given they're not the ones who declared war. We declared war on them. But they were preparing for a conflict with us. I'm not entirely sure, though, why they thought they could win that conflict. And that's the end of that archaeological site, so it's a much quicker one. Didn't take us as long. Finally reaching the bottom of the dig, the cause of the anomaly reading was unveiled. An old tomb, likely to be the burial ground for some alien ruler. There wasn't enough time to investigate further. Moments after entering the mausoleum, some ancient but powerful trap activated. It triggered a local earthquake, making the shaft quickly lose structural integrity and start to collapse. Narrowly, fatal damage to the expedition was avoided, but the shaft is once more full of loose rocks and boulders. Let dead kings lie. Okay, so we actually got the tech for Tomb World adaptation, which doesn't really help us that much because we can already settle those. We can take a look at it real quick because it'll be available now. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's just take a look here. I think it's this one. Yeah, it increases the habitability. Okay. And we already have really good habitability on Tomb Worlds, and this is pretty expensive as well. So let's go and continue with that to get the tile blockers removed. Oh yes, our science ship has nothing to do here. So we currently have him going over there to research that. Let me take a look at our situation log, see if there's anything in here. So there are these locations here that we need to go to, but as you see, they're all outside of our space. So that's not really an option right now. It's all places that we can't go inside of. Okay. So there's not really anything for the science ships to do, basically, except for to assist research. So I suppose that's what we're going to have them do. Just making sure there's no anomalies or anything I haven't done yet. Yeah. So let's go ahead and have them come to Orcland to assist research until we have something else for them to do. And then we'll have our other science ship work on this location for us. So I'm just waiting to get one of these pops enslaved here. So I completely forgot to send our transport ships over here, so we need to do that. So it's going to get them landing. See what kind of damage we've done to those armies. Yeah, one's already less than half strength now. This garrison's pretty weak. And we finally abducted a pop. So it does take a while to do so, but we have abducted one, and thus they have been resettled on Orcland as slaves. And so we can see that here in their population. So when we open this up for the workers, we'll see them right here. He's probably not too happy. This is not his preferred environment. And of course the slaves would be pretty unhappy about that as well. So yeah, that's the point of this campaign, is to just enslave vast amounts of pops and get them working for us. So we can eventually face a big old slave revolt. I'm sure we'll see one at some point in the game. Alright, so we do need to get jobs here on Orcland, particularly as we get more and more slave pops taking over those other jobs. So yeah, we need to get something constructed here. We still need energy. So I'm thinking a generator district would make sense. We also need the consumer goods as well, and we have a building slot available. Let's get the generator district. We can't rely on the Shiny's cave for them because they just don't have very many slots opened up. And we adopted another one. All right, excellent. Or maybe that was the same message and I hadn't got rid of it. But we have destroyers now. All right, lovely. So we'll have to get those designed and get some of them constructed. I don't think we're going to do that just yet. Let's get this war finished up. We also want to get the basic strike craft. So let's go and do that. We'll get that now. And then, yeah, we have somebody who's unemployed. I think it's just that slave pop right now. We're not putting them to use, apparently. We just need to get more jobs available here. So we'll get that generator district. Let's go and get our last city district constructed. And then at that point, we can just kind of get whatever we want here. Make sure nobody else needs jobs.
Scientific breakthrough.
We got some research done. We got the improved shields. So this is the first of the cloaking techs here. Basic cloaking fields. And this was added in this expansion. I don't know that it exactly fits our orcs. Not like the sneakiest types. So I don't know if we're going to use those. Maybe at some point. I don't think we're going to prioritize them, guys. Let's get the hyperdrive so we can travel around a little bit faster. As you guys can see, we're pretty slow moving. Also, I completely forgot that we needed to colonize this. Once we finished up that dig site, I wanted to colonize it, and we didn't. So let's go ahead and get, I assume it's going to be our orcs that would go here. But we're short on the consumer goods, so we have to purchase them. So let's go and get a little batch of them. And then, as far as like what to name this, I feel like Rimlock is probably fine. They don't like the 5 there. And it's a relic world. So we'll get that constructed and get them sent on over there. And set up our 4th planet's 3rd colony. I'm still waiting for them to give up. We can now activate the relic to spawn a pop in here. However, we're almost done with the supremacy. So I actually don't want to spend any of that right now. I'd like to finish this so that we can unlock the war doctrines and get another perk. So we should wait. Yeah, we'll wait to activate that. Abducted another pop. All right, excellent. And so they're down to 37 population. We've abducted 3 of them so far. And unfortunately, one of our orcs gained the stubborn trait. It's not surprising, I suppose. So now they'll get experience a bit slower. So we're waiting for these transport armies to get over here. They've got a ways to go. Also, resource storage for the minerals is full. So we should probably sell these then. So let's go ahead and sell, I don't know, like a batch of 5,000 or something like that. A couple other thousand. There we go. So get rid of those. The market. This is where you do the slave market. But you can't do that until we get the galactic market opened up, which obviously hasn't happened yet. We finished scanning over here. Okay. So we need to add that to our empire. We might want to do that and wait to do that until after. Yeah, until after we've won this war. So as of right now, I don't think there's anything for these guys to do until we get control of this. So we'll just have them come back here. We need to get this war finished up. We'll see how close we are to achieving our goals. It's probably going to be fairly unlikely until they until we get that planet seized. So basically just waiting for this transport fleet to get over there. I took my time sending them. We really should have had them constructed already. Could give them a leader. It's unnecessary though. I don't think it's worth the cost. Generally these battles are pretty easy. Land warfare's, yeah, kind of leaves a lot to be desired in this game. So these guys are just about destroyed. They might be destroyed by the time they get here, maybe not. Pretty close to being destroyed. We did abduct another pop. All right, excellent.
Initiating ground assault.
All right, so we'll watch the land battle, and you can see that it was very quick. So we've already seized control. And so now they're going to be willing to accept this. However, we could go ahead and add these guys and attempt to get control of that as well, which, you know, obviously they're not willing to accept it at this point. We'd have to seize control of that planet, and I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get these guys coming on over here and landing on this planet. Let me see how they're doing on garrison strength. Yeah, they're pretty weakened already due to our devastation, our bombardments of them. Yeah, they've already almost destroyed one of those. And we did get that tradition. All right, excellent. So we're going to get this last one, and that'll be really helpful since we just got those destroyers that we need to design and add to our fleets. We also need to get a perk selected. But yeah, if we want to be able to put those into the fleets, we needed a higher limit. So for the next perk, there are some new things that are opened up. So this is one of them. Increasing cloaking strength and encryption. But most importantly, it makes it impossible for other empires to steal our technology. So they can't steal your technology, and then the debris from your ships being destroyed can't be studied either. So this is one of my favorite ones whenever I'm playing as a tech-focused civilization, but obviously that's not going to be fitting for our orcs. Their engineering is very simple, just scrap together ships. So we're not going to go with that option. Grasp the Void would be helpful. Starbase capacity would be increased, which, you know, we're already sitting close to our cap, and that's with the Fortify the Borders turned on, which might not want to keep that turned on all the time. And FTL travel technology is now up here at 1.5 times the normal rate. We've already established that one's not very fitting. I don't think One Vision is either. Imperial Prerogative would probably be helpful. Make sure that we don't have too many penalties from our large size that we eventually have. I think that's probably the most fitting for us, even though it's not the most exciting. I think that's the one we're going to end up going with. This one would be helpful too, so you could have more starbase capacity. But yeah, I think the one that would make the most sense for us would be this one, Imperial Prerogative. So we're going to get that, so that we don't have, just ensure we don't have any penalties here. All right, so just waiting for our troops to land. Where are they at? Right there. All right, so they're on their way.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
We'll land, and this should be a nice, quick battle. We did finish up this technology here, so also going to get something else researching. We'll go with the starbase capacity. Why not? Yeah, we were just talking about wanting to build more starbases. That way we can just get it through a tech. And then we need to clear out the dangerous wildlife here. So I don't know if Shiny's Caves has any. It does not. Okay, so just get that cleared out. Then take a look at this invasion. And quickly, we have won. Alright, so with that, we have achieved victory. We appear to have underestimated your net value, orcs. Rest assured it will not happen again. And so with that victory, we have taken over all of our claims. We could have tried to get more, but I think this is pretty good here, guys. We don't have to be at war all the time with the same people. We are equal opportunists in our conflicts. We've got other empires to attack, other enemies that need to meet our wrath. Alright, so we got control of all this. That's what I really wanted here. We have another tomb world to inhabit here, so we'll want to colonize that. We'll go ahead and do that now, actually. Take a look at the features here. So yeah, they got the radioactive wasteland, so clearly it was probably destroyed by nuclear weapons. And a lot of mining districts, it seems. Okay. So let's want to colonize this with the orcs. And we'll call this Badlands, I guess. Because it's Tomb World. Alright, so we'll colonize that. We won our war. Alright. And of course we're going to have low stability on this planet that we conquered. They're not happy with us. Particularly not after we devastated them. So yeah, they're quite unhappy with us. We already have orcs here as well. So we have 3 orcs that have moved over here to this Alpine world. Okay. So now, I feel like we don't really need the spy network over there anymore. These guys are pathetic. So we'll probably want to go ahead and recall our operative here. So we don't really even need to have these guys over here. But we have other enemies we might want to operate against. So I don't think we know anything about them yet. Yeah, there's nothing known about them. So let's build a spy network here. Though I'm not sure they'll be the next ones we're going to attack. Because we have rivals everywhere. So really we could attack anybody. Where did we send to improve relations? It was with them, right? Let me just double check here. We're improving relations with the Rothic Alliance. So yeah, we'll try and continue to improve relations with them. Though it's actually going down, probably because of the rivalry. Not entirely sure why they just don't want to be friends with us. Yeah, we'll keep on improving relations with them, I suppose. I think everybody has declared us a rival, right? Maybe not them, but they really hate us. Good God. Yeah, they really hate us. I suppose we'll send the spy over here, though. So let's go to build a spy network, and we'll send him. So he'll get that established for us, and we'll learn a little bit about them. We need to get our construction ship coming over here and adding this to our empire. Everything else is already built throughout here. We got our 2 colonies going. The transport fleet, we'll probably move that over here. And then we'll also want to get... Well, we still need to improve our fleets, don't we? Yeah, we need to go into the ship designer. And we also need to design a destroyer, though we'll probably have to do that next episode. Because we did get the improved deflectors, so I want to put those in place. Is there anything else we got? Man, we have not been upgrading our weapons. Just haven't been able to find any. Alright, so I was going to save that. Do we have anything I want here? No. Alright, so we'll save that. And then what we'll want to do is let's take these guys here and have them come back to Orc Prime. And that's where we'll have them upgrade. And then we'll have... These guys can just upgrade anywhere, really. Wherever they're located is fine. So let's get them upgraded. We also want them to repair there. Well, it looks like they're coming over here to do that. Also, we have these guys here to deal with. So once our construction ship finishes their current job, we could build something here. Now, they are aware of us. I don't know how that changes the situation now, since they know that we're here. So I'm not sure what all we can still do against them now that they're aware of our presence. Because I haven't got to play around with this much. The new system for you interacting with the pre-FTLs. Haven't got to mess with them too much. This science ship is sitting here. Is there anything for them to do right now? I don't think so. We'll just want them to assist research, I suppose. We should probably take a look, see which one produces the most research currently. And then that's the one we'd want to assist with. So it's 11, 11, 11 there. I guess it's all the same because they don't have any other bonuses. So we'll just have them go to Black Mountain and assist research there, since we don't have anything else for them to do. Alright, so yeah, we have to design the transport, or excuse me, the destroyer ships. Again, we'll do that next episode. We have 2 other planets here that we just added, which of course is our enemies planets that we took from them. This has 8 pops. Yeah, they got the luxuries distributed. That's one of the decisions. I suppose we could do those decisions. So these are the given options that we have. And we could distribute luxury goods to increase their amenities and immigration pool if we want to make sure that we're not letting too many orcs leave our home planet. We can also increase bureaucratic output using those relics, those minor relics, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, we can distribute the luxury goods. Oh well, we don't really have much consumer goods. Never mind, so that's not an option. We always have the shortage of consumer goods. And we don't have any unity either if we were wanting to, say, declare martial law because of the stability issues here. So we probably should build something in order to get more enforcers here, reduce the crime, just basically get control of the planet. So we're going to want to do that on both of these planets here. since there's going to be problems on both of them. So we'll get those established. Let me just see if there's anything else that needs to be built. Orcland's already got the city district going, but we're going to need to build something else after that. So we'll go ahead and get something started here. As far as what we need, I think we need to get more industrial districts after the city districts, so let's go ahead and do that. Try and get more of the consumer goods and more of the alloys. Take a look at our other 2 planets here, and they're pretty good on jobs as of right now. Alright, so unfortunately that is where we're going to have to end today's episode. Again, next episode we'll pick up with building out our destroyers. We'll also want to design our defense platforms. I usually build like multiple different types of defense platforms, so I'll have like one, that has the hangar locations. Then I'll have like one that's like point defense, and then one that's like the big, large weapon slots. And then you can add a bunch of them to your, to your star bases. So you have a variety of different, methods for dealing with enemies who are attacking your space stations. So we need to get those designed. We'll need to get the destroyers designed and add those into our fleets, make them more powerful. And then we'll continue these 2 colonization efforts, and then we'll have to figure out who we want to attack next. We have our first slave pops. We haven't taken a look at their settings at all. We have the default settings, but are those the settings we want to use for these guys here? We obviously are going to enslave them. So the only thing I really see changing is the slavery type. Currently have it set to indentured servitude. I think they're probably better just working the farms. We might just turn them to the chattel slavery, though we don't want to turn them to that yet because their planets are currently really only occupied by them. There's a few orcs, but basically if we changed them over to this, then they would only be able to do those worker jobs, and all the specialist and ruler jobs would be not being done. And so basically you have a bunch of slaves sitting around not doing anything, and a whole bunch of jobs that aren't even occupied. So we won't be able to do that yet until we got more orcs onto those planets. Maybe something we might want to change to. But other options that you have available are domestic servitude. And so they'll be employed as servants if they're not holding another job, and that increases amenities. They won't be able to perform the ruler or specialist jobs, but can be entertainers. The battle thrall is obviously not a good fit for them. Allows you to use them for the armies, and they'll be better at it. And then there's the livestock, where you eat them. And they'll produce food, unless they're the lithoids, in which case you're basically breaking them up and using them as minerals. But I think for now we'll keep them on the indentured servitude. But eventually I think we will want to change them over to chattel slavery once we've got their planets occupied with our own pops. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you out on the next one, and thanks for watching.